days ago, saying that her cousin would come over in a few days. Could it be that his cousin is here? Jiang Qi opened the door and walked out. The girl in her early 20s was dressed in a sleeveless black chiffon shirt and dark blue denim shorts, which perfectly outlined her proud figure. This person is his cousin Zhu Dongyu, a senior student. Although she is not the campus belle, she is just as popular as the campus belle. This is mainly due to her exquisite figure, with a capital S-shaped figure. Hey, Zyro Qi, I haven't seen you for a few months. You've become so handsome. Zhu Dongyu walked up to Jiang Qi while speaking and started to pull Jiang Qi's face. This feels great. Jiang Qi felt like he was being teased. Jiang Yuan was so happy watching this that he thought to himself that it was what he deserved. Who told you to pull her face all the time? Now his face is being pulled too, right? That's great. Can you do me a favor? Zhu Dongyu said, remembering it. What help? Jiang Qi looked at Zhu Dongyu with confusion. Be my boyfriend. Chapter 134, Love Experience Points, 55-55. Hearing this, Jiang Qi said that if he had water in his mouth right now, he would definitely spray it out. Look at you, what are you thinking? You are my cousin. No matter how hungry I am, I will not eat grass near my home, Zhu Dongyu said with a smile. Jiang Qi breathed a sigh of relief, which scared him. He thought he was really that charming. This was not the past society where cousins could marry each other. What do you mean by that? Jiang Yuan was also very curious and came over. Isn't it because there is a dog skin plaster that sticks to me shamelessly? There is really no other way. No matter how I refuse, it is useless, so I thought of you. You mean let me pretend to be your boyfriend? Bingo, if I let someone else pretend to be me, I won't be able to let go. But with you, I can do whatever I want, Zhu Dongyu said as she put her arm around Jiang Qi's shoulders and hugged him like a close sister. To be honest, Zhu Dongyu's figure is really good. It seems that Tang Yunren's size is slightly smaller, but he just likes Tang Yunren's size, which is perfect for him, and they are a perfect match. Brother, can you please help your cousin? Jiang Yuan said this purely to stir up trouble. He felt that this kind of thing was just like filming a TV drama and was quite exciting. When? Next Tuesday, I told that idiot. Jiang Qi twitched his lips speechlessly. You have already made the decision yourself and the date has been set. Why are you coming here to ask him? After dinner in the evening, Zhu Dongyu asked Jiang Yuan to go shopping together. Zyro Qi, will you come with us? It's boring for me to go shopping with you girls. I know. You know and still call him. The main reason is that we are all girls, and there is no one to carry the things we bought. Jiang Qi, no one has paid yet? Jiang Yuan added. The three of them had just arrived on the street for a short while when they were spotted by Jin Zyro Qi. Hey, who is that woman next to Jiang Qi? She's pretty. Is Jiang Qi cheating on me? Thinking of this, Jin Zyro Qi became anxious and angry. If Jiang Qi really dared to cheat and do something to hurt Ranran, she would cheat on him. Don't jump to conclusions so early. What if things aren't what I think? Jin Zyro Qi decided to follow first. Along the way, Zhu Dongyu was chatting and laughing with Jiang Yuan and Jiang Qi, and they had a very close relationship. No way. Really cheated. Jin Zyro Qi took out his cell phone and sent a message to Tang Yunren. Of course, something terrible has happened. I saw Jiang Qi with a very beautiful woman. Tang Yunren took one look and immediately sat up straight. I believe Jiang Qi. He won't do anything to let me down. Love Experience Points 29. It's true. If you don't believe me, I'll send you a photo. No need to post it. I believe him. If you post it, it means I don't believe him. Love Experience 30. But they seem to have a very close relationship, and Jiang Qi even paid the woman and carried her bag. Maybe he's a relative. Love Experience Points 31. Jiang Qi stopped and listened to the system prompts coming from his mind, looking confused. I subconsciously looked around, but didn't see Tang Yunren. Why did Tang Yunren give him so many negative experience points for no reason? He didn't do anything. System, do you know what's going on? I am a system, not a radar. Seeing that Jiang Qi was not leaving, Zhu Dongyu turned to look at Jiang Qi in confusion. Just as he was about to say something, he heard a familiar duck voice. Dear you, we are so destined to meet each other. We can even run into each other while shopping. It is said that a man's magnetic voice can make people pregnant. This duck voice can also make people pregnant, and the reaction is quite strong. It's disgusting and gives me goosebumps. Zhu Dongyu looked at the fat man walking towards him and really wanted to turn around and leave. Baixeng, you really are a haunting ghost. I can see you everywhere. So I said our fate was destined by God. Jiang Yuan curled his lips when he heard this. Jiang Qi looked at Bai Xing's body shape, which was almost the same as Jiang Xinting's, and felt sympathy for Zhu Dongyu. If I really live with a man like this, first of all, the door frames in the house must be knocked down and rebuilt, and then the bed must be replaced. Just as Jiang Qi was thinking this, Zhu Dongyu suddenly took action, grabbed his neck, pulled him over, and slammed him onto his soft body. He dared to swear that he had no feelings for anyone except Tang Yunren. Right, he swore. Baixing, I told you a long time ago that I have a boyfriend, but you just wouldn't believe it. So, he is my boyfriend. Impossible. Baixing said that, but the way he looked at Jiang Qi was that he wanted to cut him into pieces. Jin Zhaoqiao took a deep breath of cold air. Oh my God, what did she just hear? It's all true. Jin Zhaoqiao sent a message to Tang Yunren again. It's true. Real? What's true? Jiang Qi really betrayed you. Love experience points 100. Love experience points 101. Love experience points 102. What? Impossible, I don't believe it. Jiang Qi is not that kind of person. I saw it with my own eyes. Tang Yunren's heart skipped a beat. What did you see with your own eyes? That woman just now hugged Jiang Qi. Love experience points 889. Also, that woman admitted that she was Jiang Qi's girlfriend. Love experience points 999. Tang Yunren raised her hand to cover her heart, her face showing a hint of panic. There must be some misunderstanding. What misunderstanding could there be? His sister was there. Love experience points 1000. Did Jiang Yuan know about this? Didn't Jiang Yuan call her sister-in-law all the time? How could that be? What is going on? Jiang Qi was completely confused. Although the negative experience points had been increasing over time, they had never exceeded 100. Now it has exceeded 1000. System, you have a bug. This system is operating normally. It's not the system's problem, it's Ranren's problem. Before, Tang Yunren had intermittently given him negative group favor values. He guessed that this might be a common problem among women, who would start to have wild thoughts when they had nothing to do. But the current situation is not as simple as just imagining. I still don't believe it. I'll take a picture for you. I don't want a photo. With a ding sound, Jin Zhaoqiao sent the photo. Tang Yunren clicked it in the first second. She clicked it not because she didn't trust Jiang Qi, but her hands were a little out of control and it had nothing to do with her. So it's none of her business. Blame the hands. When she enlarged the photo, she saw that the two people in the photo were indeed hugging each other. Love experience points 5555. Huh? Isn't that right? Why does this woman look so familiar? Chapter 135. The truth about Tang Yunren liking him. She didn't look carefully just now. Isn't the woman in the photo Jiang Qi's cousin? So she misunderstood him. She didn't believe him just now. Tang Yunren apologized to Jiang Qi in her heart. I'll go. Jiang Qi is about to explode. 5555 experience points. What on earth is going on? Is the sky falling? I just don't believe it. Baixing looked at Jiang Qi with fiery eyes. Zhu Dongyu hugged Jiang Qi tighter in his arms again. Okay, if you don't believe me, I'll prove it to you. After saying that, Zhu Dongyu moved his mouth and gave Jiang Qi a kiss on the face. Jiang Qi really wanted to push Zhu Dongyu away. Even though they were cousins, his sacrifice was too great. Jiang Yuan was extremely excited, his eyes sparkling, and he hoped that there would be more exciting things to come. Zhu Dongyu's actions irritated Baixing. Zhu Dongyu, you humph, Baixing left angrily. It's finally solved. Zhu Dongyu breathed a sigh of relief. Jiang Qi wiped his face in disgust. Cousin, it's over. Hey, you little brat, didn't I kiss you enough when we were little? That's different, I was still young then. You're not that old now. Jiang Qi. Now he didn't have time to argue with Zhu Dongyu about the issue of size. He had to quickly figure out why Tang Yunren had given him so many negative experience points. I have something to do, I'll be gone for a while. After saying that, Jiang Qi took out his cell phone and walked towards Tang Yunren's house. Before he could even make a phone call, he was surrounded by Baixing and his men. You little brat, you are so brave. You dare to snatch my girlfriend from me. You are looking for death. Jiang Qi frowned. I don't have time to care about you. Go play somewhere else. You call him a brat? He's old enough to be your father in his past life and this life combined. Damn it, if you don't accept my toast, then I'll punish you. All of you come at me together. Beat him until he lies on the ground and calls me daddy. As Baixing finished speaking, 3 people swung their fists and hit Jiang Qi. Smash his face, it's an eyesore to me. Snap bang bang, ah. Jiang Qi knocked the man who rushed over to him down with 3 punches and 2 kicks. Having lost so much experience points at once, he was in a very bad mood, and these people had also walked into his trap. Jiang Qi clapped his hands and looked towards Baeksheng. Just when I was about to ask him to move aside, I saw Baeksheng kneel down on the ground with a plop. Dad, Jiang Qi. He just glanced at you, mainly because the alley was narrow and you were fat, so he couldn't get through. Otherwise, he wouldn't even bother to look at you. He has no interest in beating people. Real. After bypassing Baeksheng, Jiang Qi called Tang Yunren. After Tang Yunren received Jiang Qi's call, she felt a little guilty. Hello? What are you doing? I'm drawing. Tang Yunren looked at the drawing board she had thrown on the ground. Her drawing board broke in two. It was just a misunderstanding on her part, caused by carelessness in her excitement. Just drawing. Jiang Qi frowned. Why would drawing a picture provide him with so many negative experience points? Did you miss me just now? Hearing Jiang Qi ask this, Tang Yunren felt even more guilty. No, I'm just concentrating on painting. What is it? Can I see it? Tang Yunren looked at the drawing board on the ground again. There were two big characters, Jiang Qi, written on it, and there were holes poked in the characters by her with a 2B pencil. I just drew it casually. It wasn't finished, so I threw it into the trash can. What's wrong? Unable to continue to be led by Jiang Qi, Tang Yunren quickly took the initiative and asked. Nothing, just asking out of curiosity. Jiang Qi was grumbling in his heart. It's strange. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with talking to Tang Yunren. If that's the case, then what's going on with those negative experience points that were rising like rockets just now? Is it a system problem? It must be a system problem. The system is in such a bad state that it won't admit it even if there is a bug. The truth was revealed, it was a system bug. Thinking of this, Jiang Qi breathed a sigh of relief. As long as Tang Yunren isn't angry, everything is fine. Anything else? As Tang Yunren asked this, she deleted all the messages and photos that Jin Zio had just sent her, in case Jiang Qi accidentally saw them when he borrowed her phone one day. There's nothing else to do, except that I'll have to ask you to take care of the decoration issues for the next period of time. I enjoy doing this, it's not a big deal. The two chatted briefly before hanging up the phone. A week later, Zhu Dongyu sent a message to Jiang Qi. Sure enough, my method of asking you to pretend to be my boyfriend worked. During this period, that dog skin plaster has never stuck to me again. I guess he felt ashamed of himself because of how handsome you are, so he was too embarrassed to pursue me anymore. Hearing Zhu Dongyu say this, Jiang Qi really wanted to tell her the truth. You are too naive. Baeksheng doesn't chase you not because he is handsome, but because he scared you so much that he knelt down and called you dad. Of course, Jiang Qi didn't plan to tell Zhu Dongyu about this. After all, this violent image has nothing to do with him. If he told Zhu Dongyu about it, she would inevitably misunderstand how violent he is. As for him fighting, he was forced to do so. Linya came out of the room. Where's Xia Ouyuan? It's so late, did she run out again? That woman who raped and murdered someone has been caught. Why are you still so worried about her? As a brother, you are really careless. She is a girl and she doesn't come home so late. Aren't you worried that she will meet bad guys and get bullied? She was bullied. You got it the other way around, right? Jiang Qi clearly remembered that Jiang Yuan once had a fight with some kids from the neighboring street. It was a 3-on-1 fight. 3 boys beat up her and pushed her off her wheelchair. As a result, she lay on the ground, without thinking twice, picked up stones, big or small, and threw them at the children, finally sending them all to the hospital. When she first entered junior high school, some classmates laughed at her for being disabled, so she secretly threw all of their books out of the window. The teacher and parents came over and cried bitterly, as if she was the one who had suffered a great injustice. How can you talk like that, kid? Go find your sister. Linya picked up the broom that was leaning against the side and raised it up. Jiang Qi jumped down from the sofa. It turns out that pregnant women tend to have worse tempers. Jiang Qi had just walked out of the community and was about to call Jiang Yuan when he saw Tang Yunren pushing Jiang Yuan back. How did the two of them get mixed up? And judging from their appearance, they seemed to be getting along quite well. Jiang Yuan turned around and looked at Tang Yunren. Sister-in-law, I'm very curious. Why do you like my brother? Chapter 136. They knew each other a long time ago. Hearing this, Jiang Qi quickly stepped aside. He was also very curious. Why did Tang Yunren like him? Not to mention this life, in the previous life, he and she were from 2 completely different worlds. She is the campus beauty of Jiangcheng University. She has good grades and is beautiful. She is almost a goddess in the hearts of male students. Although he is handsome, his grades are not good and he failed every course. His daily life is to play games and hang out with fish. Moreover, his family is not well off. Among those who pursued her, some were better than him. But Tang Yunren loved him so wholeheartedly, which was something he could never understand. When Tang Yunren heard Jiang Yuan ask this, she felt like she was dreaming back to her past life, because Jiang Yuan had also asked the same question in his previous life. Well, I can tell you, but you must not tell your brother. Yeah, don't worry, I won't tell you. Tang Yunren exhaled slightly, and her memory was recalling. Actually, I've known your brother for a long time. Jiang Yuan opened his eyes wide. She originally thought that Tang Yunren agreed because her brother pursued her hard, but she didn't expect there was another story. Jiang Qi also looked stunned. Did they know each other a long time ago? A long time? When was that? How come he has no recollection of it at all? Tang Yunren continued. When I was 7 years old, I stayed with my relatives in the countryside for a while in Changshan Village. Changshan Village, isn't that our hometown? Well, it was at that time that I met your brother. Jiang Qi tried hard to recall, but still had no impression of it. And then, Jiang Yuan looked at Tang Yunren with a gossipy look on his face, and was particularly curious about what happened next, to the point that Tang Yunren fell in love with her brother. One time I accidentally fell into the river, and it was your brother who jumped in and saved me. After Tang Yunren said this, Jiang Qi had some impression. It seemed like I had indeed saved a little girl from the river when I was a child. Not only that, he also helped me get back the toys that were taken away by others, comforted me when I cried, and told me that if anyone bullied me in the future, I should find him and he would stand up for me. While Tang Yunren was saying these words, there was a happy smile on her face. Jiang Qi stared at Tang Yunren. To be honest, he really had no impression of what Tang Yunren said. No wonder people say they would rather believe in ghosts than believe what men say. It's absolutely true. In fact, this cannot be blamed on men. It is mainly because men are impulsive by nature. They say whatever they think, and sometimes they say things without considering the long term. What's more, he was only a 7-year-old child at the time. When he saw the little girl next door being bullied, he naturally said such words. Compared with men, women are different. Women are naturally emotional. They often regard what men say as a promise as heavy as Mount Tai. So once a man fails to fulfill his original promise, the woman will be very sad and will keep dwelling on the issue. This is the situation between him and Tang Yunren right now. Wow, so romantic, so touching. Jiang Yuan was deeply moved. She decided that if her brother dared to bully her sister-in-law in the future, she would definitely stand on her sister-in-law's side. Sister-in-law, why didn't you tell my brother about this? Tang Yunren scratched her neck with her fingers, her face slightly flushed. I'm so embarrassed. What's there to be embarrassed about? Since he made such a promise at that time, he should fulfill it. After all, he was still young at that time. It doesn't matter how big or small this matter is. A man should keep his word. If you don't say it, I'll say it for you. Don't tell me you just promised me. But, are you going to keep this a secret from my brother forever? Tang Yunren frowned. I'm not mentally ready to tell him yet. Okay, it's indeed most appropriate for you to speak about this matter. Jiang Yuan spread his hands. At this moment, Jiang Yuan suddenly widened his eyes and looked behind Tang Yunren. Seeing Jiang Yuan's unusual expression, Tang Yunren turned curiously and looked behind her. When she saw Jiang Qi suddenly appear, her pupils suddenly dilated. Jiang Qi, how come he is here? When did you come? Could it be that he heard what she and Jiang Yuan said just now? No way. If he knew that she had liked him when she was so young, what would he think of her? Just came out not long ago, Jiang Qi replied. Just came out. Does that mean he didn't hear her conversation with Jiang Yuan? You didn't hear it. What do you mean? Jiang Yuan looked at Jiang Qi, then at Tang Yunren, shrugged his shoulders, and left in a wheelchair holding a box of spicy noodles. Tang Yunren nervously clutched the ring necklace hanging around her neck. Her palms and fingers were covered in sweat. Jiang Qi walked up to Tang Yunren, put his face close to her, and said with a smile, I didn't expect that you would fall in love at such a young age. I was slow to learn at that time, and I only knew how to fish and catch loaches in the river bend. After hearing what Jiang Qi said, Tang Yunren's face turned red like a cooked shrimp, and it was even smoky. She didn't even dare to look Jiang Qi in the face. Love experience plus 977. Tang Yunren really wanted to escape. Love experience plus 1011. In fact, her feet moved too. Run quickly. As soon as Tang Yunren turned around, Jiang Qi grabbed her arm. Jiang Qi grabbed Tang Yun and turned her body around to face him. Sorry. Tang Yunren was stunned and subconsciously looked up at Jiang Qi. Why was he saying sorry for no reason? I'm sorry, I forgot about my childhood. I didn't mean to forget, but I won't explain it. When it comes to forgetting something, there is no difference between intentional and unintentional. Once you forget something, you forget it. It doesn't matter. After all, we were still young at that time. How can it not matter? Jiang Yuan is right. This kind of thing doesn't matter big or small. A man should keep his word. I forgot what happened before, so I'll say it again now. From now on, I will protect you, Tang Yunren, for the rest of my life. No one can bully you. P.S. Zioyachikan. Let me explain. I wasn't meeting someone yesterday, nor was I dating someone else. I was just afraid that I would be arrested and quarantined on the way there, so you wouldn't be able to see me. I couldn't even send you razor blades. Chapter 137 Jiang Qi, I miss you. Hearing Jiang Qi's heartfelt words, Tang Yunren was immediately moved from the bottom of her heart. Her eyes turned red and filled with tears. Plop, tears as big as beans burst out of his eyes. It's totally out of control. Love experience points plus 520 plus 1314 plus 520 plus 1314. The system prompt audio frequency is almost overlapping and blending. How silly. Jiang Qi's eyes also turned red and his eyes were moist. He reached out and hugged Tang Yunren into his arms, patting her back gently. Jiang Yuan, who was hiding aside and watching, was moved to tears. If I had known she would break up, I wouldn't have stayed to peek and tricked her into crying. At night, Jiang Qi lay in bed unable to fall asleep. He tossed and turned, his mind filled with the image of Tang Yunren crying in his arms. Tang Yunren was the same. As soon as she closed her eyes, all she could see was herself crying in Jiang Qi's arms. How embarrassing. Why couldn't she control herself? An hour later, Jiang Qi jumped out of the bed, edited the message, and sent it to Tang Yunren. Did you sleep? When Tang Yunren heard the WeChat notification tone, her first reaction was that it was from Jiang Qi, so she threw back the quilt and reached for her phone. She knew it was sent by Jiang Qi. Not asleep yet? It's so late, why aren't you asleep yet? After Jiang Qi sent this message, the other side fell silent. Just when Jiang Qi was getting anxious, Tang Yunren finally sent a message. Jiang Qi, I miss you. Hearing these words, Jiang Qi felt like his heart was melting. Get out of bed and get out. Jiang Mingwen came out of the kitchen carrying the old hen soup and saw Jiang Qi was about to go out. Where are you going so late? Something happened, Jiang Qi said while changing his shoes. Going to the internet cafe? Jiang Mingwen asked. How is that possible? I quit playing games a long time ago. As Jiang Qi was speaking, he had just put his hand on the door handle when he heard Jiang Mingwen's voice behind him. To find a girlfriend. Hearing this, Jiang Qi stopped his hand on the door handle and turned to look at Jiang Mingwen, as if to ask, how did you know that? Jiang Mingwen looked at the old hen soup in his hand. You are my son, how can I not know your character? Jiang Qi looked at the old hen soup in Jiang Mingwen's hand and smiled. Needless to say, this bowl of old hen soup was prepared for his mother. I went, After Jiang Qi left, Jiang Mingwen suddenly grinned. As expected of my son Jiang Mingwen, this character of loving his wife is exactly like me. At this time, Lin Ya's voice came from the room. Are you ready? I asked you to bring some soup. Did you bring it from America? Why aren't you here yet? Here it comes, here it comes. What? After Tang Yunren sent a message to Jiang Qi, she hasn't received any message from Jiang Qi yet. She wondered if he was asleep. It's a bit infuriating. She said she missed him. At least she responded a little. Tang Yunren puffed her lips, threw her phone aside, turned off the lights, lay on the bed, stared at the ceiling, became more and more excited, but couldn't fall asleep. Ding, the WeChat notification sound rang, and the phone screen lit up. Tang Yunren turned her head to look, but before she could reach out, the phone suddenly rang. Who called her so late? Tang Yunren reached for her phone and saw that it was Jiang Qi calling. Why did he call her? She thought he was asleep. Hello? I'm downstairs. Tang Yunren didn't react at first. She thought the downstairs he was talking about was the downstairs in his own community. I'm downstairs in your community. Hearing this, Tang Yunren jumped up from the bed without even putting on her slippers and ran directly to the balcony. Looking down, she immediately saw Jiang Qi standing at the bottom of the building. The young man stood in the night, looking a little frail under the projection of the light. The temperature difference between morning and evening in Jiangcheng is still very large, especially at night. If you want to go out, it is best to bring a thin jacket. Jiang Qi was wearing a short-sleeved t-shirt and shorts. He is not afraid of catching a cold. Wait for me. After Tang Yunren hung up the phone, she borrowed a coat from Tang Faizan and quickly ran downstairs. "What are you doing here?" Tang Yunren said as she put her thin coat on Jiang Qi. In fact, Jiang Qi was not cold at all. On the contrary, the passion made him a little irritated. But since it was Tang Yunren who put the coat on him, he certainly couldn't bear to take it off. "Didn't you say you missed me? That's why I came. Love experience plus 1121. Love experience plus 1221. Love experience plus 1321. Love experience plus 1421. What? Tang Yunren was almost moved to tears again. Seeing that Tang Yunren looked very touched again, Jiang Qi reached out and gently scratched her nose. "Well, they say women are made of water. I didn't believe it before, but now I really believe it. Look at you crying so easily. I'm really curious, where does all the water in your body come from? Can't I drink water diligently?" Okay. Tang Yunren was amused by Jiang Qi and burst out laughing. "That's right, smile more and don't act like Lin Dayu." "Who is Lin Dayu?" You are. How can I be Sister Lin? I am still your brother Bayu." The two of them flirted with each other and chatted until very late. The next day, Jiang Qi discovered that his body was covered with mosquito bites. Jiang Qi took a photo and sent it to Tang Yunren. "Look, I was bitten by a mosquito." Tang Yunren also sent a photo to Jiang Qi. Jiang Qi looked at the photos sent by Tang Yunren and found that the mosquito bites on her body were all red spots, while on his body were all big lumps. "I thought, can this mosquito also be gentle with women?" The mark left on Tang Yunren's body was so small that it looked like a yurt on him. Even though he has the system, Jiang Qi still has the habit of getting up early and jogging every morning. While running, Jiang Qi met someone he knew well, Qin Sissy. Jiang Qi looked around himself and found neither Zhou Fuji's buns nor Dove's chocolates. He then greeted Tang Qin Sissy with a smile. "Good morning." Qin Sissy frowned. To be honest, her impression of Jiang Qi was extremely bad, so I don't want to pay much attention to him. Jiang Qi saw that Qin Sissy didn't even respond and thought that women were really realistic. He just didn't have any food with him, so she ignored him. Tusk. Woman. There was also a little girl about 6 years old next to Qin Sissy. The little girl is Qin Zhangxiang, and she is Qin Sissy's younger sister. "Sister, this big brother is so handsome. I have never seen such a good-looking big brother." When Qin Zhangxiang said this, she opened her big, Kazalan eyes and tilted her head to stare at Jiang Qi, who was running over. "What's so good about it? He's not a good person. No way, he's so handsome. How could he be a bad guy? Haven't you heard that the more handsome a man is, the worse his heart is?" Qin Zhangxiang shook her head. "Then you haven't heard that the more handsome a man is, the faster he dies." Qin Zhangxiang shook her head again. At this time, a butterfly flew over. "Butterfly, what a beautiful butterfly. Butterfly, don't run, wait for me." Qin Zhangxiang let go of Qin Sissy's hand, chased the butterfly, ran out, slipped, and fell into the lake in the park. Xiang. Qin Sissy ran to the lake anxiously. What should she do if she couldn't swim? Just then, a figure rushed over. Chapter 138, Committing Yourself to Jiang Qi. "Very good. Someone came to rescue her sister. Hurry up and save me." Qin Sissy turned her head and saw Jiang Qi running towards the lake. Before she could react why it was Jiang Qi, she saw Jiang Qi quickly take off his shoes and t-shirt and jump into the lake without hesitation. Jiang Qi. Qin Sissy looked at Jiang Qi, who was swimming desperately towards her sister, her expression frozen for a moment, not knowing how to react. Jiang Qi rescued Qin Zhangxiang in time. After being sent to the hospital for examination, she was found to be fine and was sent home in the afternoon. Qin Sissy handed a cup of hot milk to Qin Zhangxiang. "Are you feeling uncomfortable anywhere else?" After Qin Zhangxiang finished drinking the milk, she grabbed Qin Sissy's hand, opened her big grape-like eyes, looked at Qin Sissy excitedly and said, "Sister, do you know that big brother?" Qin Sissy frowned. "He is my schoolmate." "Very good. What's so great?" "Sister, have I decided." "Decide what?" "I decided to repay you for saving my life with my body." "Qin Sissy, you are just a little kid. What do you know about giving yourself to someone?" "I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 6.5 years old. I'm not a 3-year-old child. I have my own ideas." Qin Sissy twitched her lips and said, "Just study hard." "Sister, I understand. What do you know now? Are you interested in the older brother and want to snatch him from me?" I didn't." Qin Sissy's eyes were wandering when she said this. Originally, she hated Jiang Qi, but today when she saw him risking his life to jump into the lake to save her sister, She felt that he was so handsome that her heart was beating fast. Sister, you're blushing because you still don't admit it. Who's blushing? You. Little girl, did your kindergarten teacher teach you this? Isn't it shameful for you to talk about offering your body to someone at such a young age? Then you are wronging our teacher. Our teacher is still single. Even if he wants to teach, he can't. Also, sister, you don't know that my classmates, and I saw that our teacher was still single at such an old age. So we decided to look for a partner from a young age. Otherwise, the teacher would become our negative example in the end. After hearing what Qin Xiangxiang said, Qin Sissy said that if her kindergarten teacher heard it, she would be so depressed that she would vomit blood. The renovation of the hotel is in full swing. Jiang Qi and Tang Yunren were chatting on WeChat on their phones. Have you thought of a name? Tang Yunren asked. Have you thought of any good names? I thought of a few, but none of them worked. They seemed too vulgar. Actually, I thought of one. Hearing Jiang Qi say this, Tang Yunren was very curious about what name Jiang Qi could come up with. Yeheng Yuan, Tang Yunren, can you be more serious? How is this not serious? Do you think my Yeheng courtyard is a brothel? My Yeheng courtyard refers to the one in Dream of the Red Chamber, where Jia Beiyu lives. Okay, then you can give it this name and see what the response is. I'm kidding you. There's no way I could come up with such an elegant name. Tang Yunren was speechless looking at the screen. Jiang Qi, Qingyun Tower. After seeing these three words, Tang Yunren's eyes fell on the word Yun. Tell Tang Yunren directly that this name is not a coincidence. How did you come up with that name? Is it related to her? Ancient style, Oriental Qin style. It just so happens that we are going for an ancient style decoration, so this name can be said to be just right and very appropriate. What do you think? That's all. There is none left. Just when Tang Yunren was thinking this, Jiang Qi sent another message. Most importantly, your name is on it. Seeing this, Tang Yunren burst out laughing, covered her mouth and couldn't stop laughing. Love experience plus 999. Jiang Qi did not tell Jiang Mingqin and Lin Ye about the matter of Qingyun Tower. Building such a big restaurant, including decoration and so on, would cost more than 10 million. If Jiang Mingqin and others knew about it, they would suspect that he was robbing a bank. No. This time the incident was so big, people must have thought he was selling drugs. In order to avoid them worrying, Jiang Qi did not plan to tell them now. He would find a chance to tell them when the hotel was officially on track. And he didn't mention Jiang Yuan either. Jiang Yuan is about to have an operation. Although this girl appears to be carefree and heartless on the surface, she is actually very meticulous and will magnify even the smallest details in her mind. By the way, Jiang Yuan is going to have surgery tomorrow. She is lucky because her friend helped her invite the famous surgeon Wu Zhihai. He felt more at ease knowing that he was performing the surgery on Jiang Yuan. When the operation is successful, he will definitely treat Jiang Yuan's friends to a meal to thank him. The day before the operation, Jiang Yuan was admitted to the hospital and underwent a comprehensive examination in advance. Lin Ye is pregnant and has not been in good health these past 2 days. Even so, she still wanted to come and accompany Jiang Yuan, but was finally stopped by them with all her strength. This is not a joke. Lin Ye is taking care of Jiang Yuan. I hope Lin Ye won't be hospitalized at some point. For this reason, Lin Ye stayed at home. Although Jiang Mingqin was still at work, he rushed home to be with his wife as soon as he got off work. In the end, only Jiang Qi was left to accompany Jiang Yuan for the surgery. Jiang Qi was talking on the phone with Tang Yunren. Zioyun will have surgery tomorrow, right? Yes, the surgery will be at 9:30 tomorrow morning. Are you alone with her? My mom is not feeling well, and my dad has to take care of her. I'm free tomorrow, I'll go over too. You're having your period, aren't you? You should stay home and rest. My period is almost over, so it won't have any impact anymore. It's a bit inconvenient for a man like you to take care of her. Jiang Yuan looked at Jiang Qi, who had been talking on the phone for a long time, and curled his lips. Brother, I'm a little bored. Let me go out for a walk. Go ahead. Jiang Qi didn't believe that Jiang Yuan was depressed. He was just a little nervous and wanted to go out for a walk. I heard from Zioyun that the success rate of this operation is very high. Yes, it's Dr. Wu Zhihai, who is very famous in Jiangcheng. I wanted to use the back door before, but this doctor has a strange temper and personality. He doesn't accept red envelopes and doesn't use the back door. The waiting list is 3 months later, and her leg can't be delayed any longer, so she can only find another doctor as a second choice. I know Dr. Wu Zhihai. He is Wu Qingshu's uncle. What? Wu Qingshu's uncle? Whose uncle? Wu Qingshu. Chapter 139. Why is it Wu Qingshu? Oh shit. Why is it Wu Qingshu? Could it be that the friend Jiang Yuan was talking about is Wu Qingshu? As soon as this idea came out, Jiang Qi immediately denied it. It couldn't be Wu Qingshu. Wu Qingshu treated him as a love rival all day long. How could he be so kind as to introduce a doctor to Jiang Yuan? If it was really Wu Qingshu who introduced him, he would not dare to let Wu Zhihai operate on Jiang Yuan. Don't worry, Dr. Wu is Dr. Wu, and Wu Qingshu is Wu Qingshu. Although he is Wu Qingshu's uncle, his medical ethics are obvious to all, and his reputation is very good. Hearing Tang Yunren say this, Jiang Qi felt the same way. Wu Qingshu is Wu Qingshu. We cannot kill him just because of him. What's more, Wu Zhihai is a famous doctor. Even if he dotes on his nephew, he would not ruin his reputation with such a thing. After feeling relieved, Jiang Qi and Tang Yunren started talking about other things. Jiang Yuan went to a nearby park alone to relieve the tension in his heart. I saw Wu Qingshu on the way, looking dejected as if he was looking for something. Hey, did you lose your money? The sound of someone asking for a beating was obviously Jiang Yuan. Wu Qingshu turned his head and looked at Jiang Yuan. Do you think I'm the kind of person who would look for money if I lost it? Yeah, you're just a second-generation rich kid. Wu Qingshu. Now Wu Qingshu got angry when he heard this and thought to himself, since you are a woman and you are still young, he will not argue with you. What are you looking for? Jiang Yuan had nothing to do, so he followed in a wheelchair. My dog is lost. What's your dog's name? Noob. Zioaba, your name is Zioking. Your names remind me of a TV series. Wu Qingshu suddenly stopped and looked back at Jiang Yuan. He said, this girl really deserves a beating. There is no most infuriating thing, only more infuriating things. I've thought about it. When my leg heals, I'll get a dog. What do you think I'll name the dog? Not interested in guessing. Okay, then I'll tell you straight away. I said I'm not interested. Wu Qingshu said that, but his ears pricked up uncontrollably. A little curious. His name is Fahai, Jiang Yuan said seriously. Wu Qingshu took a deep breath. He endured it. Seeing Wu Qingshu leaving again, Jiang Yuan continued to follow him in his wheelchair. What color is your dog? Does that mean I've seen it before? It's called Zairabai, but it's not white. How can it be called Zairabai? That can't be said. You're not Qing. Aren't you called Zio Qing? My name is Wu Qingshu, not Zio Qing. It's not cyan yet, it's not green yet, and it's not blue yet. Wu Qingshu finally realized that this girl was sent by God to make him angry to death. Zio Qing, why are you walking so fast? Don't call me Zio Qing. Oh, Zio Qing, was your dog lost in this area? You have a good relationship with Zairabai. What species is Zairabai? Is he a large one like you? Wu Qingshu stopped and clenched his fists. There is a kind of endurance called intolerable endurance. Just when Wu Qingshu was about to explode, Jiang Yuan sighed. In fact, when I was in the countryside, I also had a dog named Dahe. I picked up Dahe and he was very close to me. Every time I came home from school, Dahe would run a long way to greet me, wag his tail at me, and stare at me with his two dark eyes. Hearing this, Wu Qingshu's anger subsided at once. Then what? He looked at Jiang Yuan's expression, which was faintly sad, and felt that there was a story behind it. Dahe is very smart and brave. He is the king of dogs in our village. Do you know the king of dogs? Of course I know that. All the dogs in the village bow down to Dahe. It's no exaggeration to say that the female dogs chasing him can even break down the door of our house. This also arouses the jealousy of other male dogs. I often see 3 or 2 male dogs besieging Dahe without any martial ethics. Our Dahe has always been indomitable and brave, often coming back with injuries all over his body. Even with injuries, he always holds his head high and looks like a winner. Wu Qingshu was fascinated by what he heard, so he squatted beside Jiang Yuan and continued listening. Also, our Dahe is not only the king among dogs, but also gets along well with cats. Other people's cats and dogs always fight, but ours is different. Every time we feed him, our Dahe eats first, and he doesn't eat it all but leaves some for the cats. It's like they have reached a consensus every time. Also in the winter, when they are basking in the sun, Dahe lies on the cement floor and the cat gives Dahe a massage from behind. Then when Dahe feels good, the cat lies in Dahe's arms, enjoying the sunshine. Hearing this, Wu Qingshu felt that this was a little too incredible. It felt particularly magical. If Jiang Yuan's expression had not been too real at this moment, he would have had reason to suspect that she was bragging. You have no idea how shiny our Dahe's fur is, just like it has been greased with hair oil. This is mainly because Dahe loves to steal eggs and eats a lot of raw eggs every day, so the nutrition is very good. So your Dahe steals eggs like this, so doesn't your dad beat him? In Wu Qingshu's opinion, for rich people like them, the pets they keep at home are just for pampering. Not to mention eggs, even chickens can be eaten at will. But it's different for people in the country. They can sell eggs for money. And according to his investigation, Jiang Yuan's family situation is not very good. Of course, he found out about this when he asked someone to investigate Jiang Qi some time ago. Why do you want to fight? Hearing this, Wu Qingshu was a little surprised. He didn't expect that their family was so kind and could treat the dog so well. Just as Wu Qingshu was thinking this, Jiang Yuan's voice rang out. It didn't steal our eggs. It stole the eggs from someone else's house. Wu Qingshu, then don't your neighbors cause you any trouble? Yes, I did. One time, Aunt Zhang from the neighboring house was really fierce. She pointed at our dog Dahe and said that it was our dog that stole their eggs. So how did you solve it in the end? Of course, I refused to admit it. My dad asked me, why do you say it's our dog? Did you see it with your own eyes? She said she saw it. It was our big black one with a white tail. Then what? Then my dad used my brother's pen ink to dye the tip of Dahe's white tail black. Your dad is really talented. That's right, it's just a pity. When he said this, Jiang Yuan's expression became sad again. P.S. Zaya Oyu eats kun. The story of Dahe really happened to me, Zaya Oyu. I post it here as a commemoration. Chapter 140, Jiang Qi and Tang Yunren want the same thing. When Wu Qingshu saw Jiang Yuan like this, his emotions were naturally affected. What a pity. Big Black suddenly disappeared. Hearing Jiang Yuan say this, Wu Qingshu thought of Zairabai. His Zairabai is gone. For a moment, both of them were silent. Jiang Yuan first came out of his sad mood and turned to look at Wu Qingshu, who was in a depressed mood. Are you thinking about your Zairabai? Well, I'm worried that it will be taken away by bad people. Some time ago, I saw in the news that some perverts took stray dogs home and abused them, causing physical and mental trauma to the dogs. I'm afraid that Zairabai will suffer the same abuse and suffer indelible trauma. You can think of the bright side, like it got hit by a car and died, so it won't be abused. Wu Qingshu turned his head and looked at Jiang Yuan, staring at him with his eyes wide open. I thought to myself, are you serious? Jiang Yuan felt a little guilty when Wu Qingshu looked at him. A guilty conscience as small as a sesame seed. It's also possible that it was adopted by a kind person, forgot about you, its original owner, and lived happily with its new owner. Wu Qingshu was very regretful. Was he mentally ill? He was free to chat with Jiang Yuan, the red bean paste bun. Wu Qingshu stood up and was about to leave when he glanced at the nearby hospital. He suddenly remembered what Jiang Yuan had told him about the surgery some time ago. Are you ready for surgery? Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow. So fast. You. When Wu Qingshu wanted to say something else, he looked at the face that was slightly similar to Jiang Qi, put his hands in his pockets, and turned away. Jiang Yuan looked at Wu Qingshu's back, tilted his head, and gestured with his eyes. She is not as handsome as her brother, nor does she have as long legs or broad shoulders as her brother. He'd better wake up sooner and give up pursuing Tang Yunren. Otherwise, he will be crushed under the feet of her brother for the rest of his life. Just as Jiang Yuan was thinking this, something furry rubbed against his feet. What? Jiang Yuan looked down and saw a white dog. What a beautiful dog. This breed seems to be a Samoyed. The Samoyed circled around Jiang Yuan, sniffed him, and continued to rub against his feet affectionately. So cute and white. Wait, Beibai, Zairabai. After Jiang Yuan called out this name, Zairabai immediately sat on the ground and stretched out his front paws. Shake hands. Jiang Yuan reached out and grabbed Zairabai's hand. Is it really Zairabai? From Wu Qingshu's family? No way. What a coincidence. Jiang Yuan looked in the direction where Wu Qingshu had just left, but Wu Qingshu had already left, and there was no trace of him. She lowered her head to look at Zairabai at her feet. When Zairabai saw Jiang Yuan looking at her, she immediately wagged her tail enthusiastically. It's really cute. Jiang Yuan decided to take it home, treat it well, and live happily and sweetly with it. As for Wu Qingshu, it must be pure coincidence. They all happen to be white. In order to avoid having the same name as Wu Qingshu's dog, Jiang Yuan decided to change its name. From today on, you will be called Dabai. Dabai Dabai, it sounds high-end and classy. What a great name. Do you like this name? If you don't say anything, it means you agree. Dabai, come with me. Jiang Yuan was walking in front in a wheelchair. After hesitating for 2 seconds, Dabai took a step forward and followed Jiang Yuan away. After seeing the dog beside Jiang Yuan, Jiang Qi asked in confusion, "Where did you get this dog from?" "I found it." Jiang Qi walked to Dabai's side and looked around. "This dog is so well fed it can't be a stray. Did it get lost from its owner?" "Have no idea." "Don't know. I should try to find its owner, right? I am its new owner, and I even gave it a name, Dabai." Jiang Qi. Jiang Qi could see that Jiang Yuan liked Dabai very much, but its owner will be very anxious if he can't find it. That's fine as long as it's not anxious. Look how good its relationship with me is. Maybe its original owner abused it and it couldn't stand it, so it secretly escaped. If you send it back, it would be like pushing it into the fire pit. The brother I know is the kindest. How could my brother have the heart to do such a thing? Oh, right, brother. Jiang Yuan looked at Jiang Qi with his big, Kazalan eyes, flashing with 100,000 volts. "Jiang Qi, don't look at me like that. It won't work if you look at me like that or say that. After all, you are not its owner." "Then do you know who its original owner was?" "This." "Right, you don't know, so I'll just keep it for now and wait until you find its owner," Jiang Yuan said as he stroked Dabai's fur with his hand. Dabai is also a close relative of Jiang Yuan. At this time, Tang Yunren sent a message. "Tang Yunren, do you want me to go over now and keep her company so that she can be less nervous?" Jiang Qi, "No need, she has a dog to compensate now." Tang Yunren, "Ah, dog, Xiaoyuan has a dog." Tang Yunren, "She has always wanted to have a dog, but considering her family's poor situation, she has put it on hold until now." Upon hearing this, Jiang Qi frowned and looked towards Jiang Yuan. Jiang Yuan and Dabai are having too much fun. He took a deep breath and thought, forget it. Just like Jiang Yuan said, it's hard to find Dabai's owner for the time being, so he might as well just keep it for now. Besides, Jiang Yuan is going to have surgery tomorrow, and having Dabai accompany her can help relieve her tension. The next day, Jiang Qi's face tensed as he watched Jiang Yuan being pushed into the operating room. At this time, Tang Yunren took the initiative to hold Jiang Qi's hand. Jiang Qi felt the soft hand in his palm, and his heart was filled with warmth. My wife is still the best. Especially his wife, she is the most understanding. You don't have to worry too much. Xiaoyuan is so innocent and kind, she will be fine. It would have been fine if Tang Yunren hadn't said that, but after she did, Jiang Qi became worried. Because Jiang Yuan is not kind or innocent, Tang Yunren saw Jiang Qi's bitter face and thought that her words did not comfort him. What to do? What should she do to make Jiang Qi less nervous? Would you like a glass of water? I'll pour you some. Jiang Qi could see that Tang Yunren was concerned about him. If you really want to comfort me, just lend me something. Tang Yunren looked at Jiang Qi suspiciously and asked curiously, what do you want to borrow? Something on you. What's on her? What's on her? Tang Yunren lowered her head and looked at herself. There didn't seem to be anything special on her. Just as Tang Yunren was thinking this, Jiang Qi stretched out his hand and pointed at her. Here.